think I've got it. Yep. Looks like I've got it. Like I'm going live everywhere. Yep. All right. Hope everybody's having a beautiful week. We've had lots of sun here in Berkshire County. It's been so nice. The winters in Berkshire County are beautiful. We have the prettiest snowfalls, but we have a very gray winter, which makes me sad because I love the sun. So today we're going to be talking about digital impact. Hope everybody's ready for the filling conversation we're going to have. I'm giving everybody a couple minutes to log on. We were actually right on time. Go figure. Ladies and gentlemen, nonprofit trailblazers, digital enthusiasts, welcome to the Digital Impact Masterclass. I'm your host, Katie Brelsford. I am the president and CEO of KB Accounting. I have my MBA with a concentration in accounting, and I have been working with mission-based organizations for over 30 years. We're about to embark on a journey that will transform the way you navigate the digital landscape. Before we dive in, let me share the agenda for today's masterclass. We've got an action-packed lineup of strategies and insights that will help your mission-based business stand out in the digital crowd. Ever wonder how to craft a story that leaves a lasting impact? Get ready for some storytelling magic. Harness the power of data analytics to drive your mission forward. We'll demystify the world of data and show you how to make it work for you. We'll transform your followers into active participants. We've got some interactive content and tricks up our sleeves. Learn the art of creating scroll-stopping visuals because sometimes an image speaks louder than words. Building a community around your cause is crucial. Discover strategies to foster a supportive online environment. Limited resources? No problem. We'll show you how to maximize your impact without breaking the bank. Target the right audience and amplify your message. Get ready to boost your reach. Showcase the heart of your nonprofit organization. People want to see the real you. Explore partnerships for extended reach. Sometimes two or more heads are better than one. Turn setbacks into opportunities for growth. We'll share tips on handling challenges like a pro. Now, a quick opinion check. Authenticity is the name of the game. Share your mission-based business genuine story and let's make waves together. Throughout this masterclass, feel free to ask questions in the chat. I want this to be interactive, whether you're watching it live or on replay. We can still do an interactive experience on replay because we'll be watching the chat on the videos so that we can always respond then. So let's not just make this a live video. We're going to make it not just informative, but transformational. So are you ready to supercharge your digital presence? If the answer is a resounding yes, let's dive into the first topic. Strategic storytelling. So the objective of strategic storytelling is to create a compelling narrative that connects your audience on a deeper level. Your details shouldn't identify your mission-based business's unique story. It should you should understand the power of storytelling to convey your mission and utilize emotional triggers to engage and resonate with your audience. Incorporate relatable characters and real-life experiences. Craft a narrative that aligns with your nonprofit's values and goals. Pretty much what you want to do is you want to tell your story, you want to use real life scenarios, and you want people to feel it. You want them to feel it in here because that's going to get them more involved in what. Number 2, data-driven decisions, harnessing the power of analytics. So the objective of this is to use data to make informed decisions that drive your mission forward. So some key analytics for mission-based businesses. It's hard for me to give you what your KPIs should be because all of you have different missions. All of you have different goals, and I can't name all of them, but we'll use, say you are a human services company. You have residential treatment centers and schools. So some key analytics to use in your digital footprint would be the clients served, how many clients, how you have made your clients' graduation rates expand, how many of those, how many people were on track to not graduate, and now this is the percentage of your clientele that are graduating from high school. The percentage of clients that have successfully completed the program. Those are key performance indicators or KPIs, which is today's buzzword for key analytics. You can use many different programs to gather that information. I am sure that you have some sort of database program that tracks your clientele and can pull that information out for you. So the key after you have the information is understanding it and interpreting it. You can't just spew out numbers. There is actually a book that I was given in my old job, and I don't know what I did with it, or I would show it to you. It is the key to explaining numbers. And one of the takeaways in that book that really struck home with me was if you tell somebody that you have served 1 million students, that means nothing to nobody. You have to turn that around and make that into chunks that people can understand. So a primary example would be we have reached 3 times the clientele that we reached 5 years ago. Our graduation rate is 6 times higher than it was before the program opened or something. That didn't really make sense. But you understand what I'm saying. I keep getting yelled at for putting my hair behind my ears. So you need to set SMART, SMART goals. You need things that are measurable, attainable. If you don't know what SMART goals are, let me get what the acronym really means. Specific, measurable, achievable, I used attainable, relevant, and time bound. This is another recent buzzword that's come out, but this one's useful because we all set goals, but some of our goals aren't always measurable. So we go feeling that we're not attaining what we set out for ourselves. Like setting a goal of, I want to, in the next 10 years, I want to climb the corporate ladder. you can't really measure that because it's not a set goal. It's not specific enough, right? So saying I want to be a CFO within the next 10 years, that is specific. You can measure that. You can measure each year your growth that you've made to attaining that goal. It's very relevant to, well, for me, it was very relevant in my corporate career. It's achievable and it's time bound. You have 10 years, you have where you want to be exactly in 10 years. So in the purpose of data-driven decisions, you want to set smart goals based on your data insights. So we're going to go back to the residential treatment center. And their graduation rate right now is, say, out of 10 kids, 5 graduate. In 2 years, I want to see that be 8 kids have graduated. That's attainable. That's measurable. That's very specific. There is a time to set it. So that's what you want to do when you're using data to make your decisions. You want to have specific goals in mind. You want to tailor your strategies based on your audience behavior. So if you start going down this path of graduation rates and you see that your response from the audience isn't as high as it once was, you might want to switch it. They're obviously not into that conversation. So let's move it and talk about success stories rather than just graduation rates. You want to continually, and this goes back to tailoring strategies. You want to continue to monitor and adapt based on performance analysis. There's nothing worse than continuing a marketing plan that isn't working. It just wastes your time, your money, and it doesn't pull in your audience. So number 3 is engagement hacks. Transforming followers into active participants. The objective of this is to foster engagement and turn followers into active contributors to your cause. So you want to implement interactive content such as polls, quizzes, surveys. You want to encourage user-generated content and testimonials. There's a reason why I ask you guys to comment on these videos. There's a reason why I say share it with people. It's not just because I want to know there's somebody out there. It's because it helps share the video with people that wouldn't normally see it. Because right now your followers are what's seeing your content. But if other people comment and interact with your content, the systems, whatever social media you're using, will push that out farther. Hosting live Q&A sessions and virtual events. Leveraging trending hashtags and challenges. Hashtags are hard because they change daily. I'm so glad that our wonderful social media person now deals with that because I had a hard time keeping up with that one. Build a sense of community through engagement initiatives. Number 4, visual appeal. Mastering the art of scroll-stopping visuals. You want to create visually appealing content that captures the attention in a digital space. You want the basics of graphic design and visual hierarchy. You can find all of that online. A quick Google search will give you some good ideas on that. You'll use various tools and platforms. We use Canva. Others use Adobe. But just use the tools that are available to create eye-catching visuals. Make sure you're incorporating your brand element into your visual content. You know how our posts are always annoyingly bright? It's because my logo is annoyingly bright. Because that was the vibe I wanted everybody to feel when they think about KB Accounting. I don't want you to think about stuffy people sitting behind a desk. I wanted you to think about people with personalities and happy. I wanted all the good feelings. So we incorporate all of those colors into our social media. Where the impact of high quality images and multimedia. Have you ever noticed any posts that you do without a visual aid, whether it's a video or a graphic of some sort, doesn't get pushed out very far? Um, the gurus behind all the social media content, they like visuals attached to their posts, and the algorithm will push out your content better if you're using high quality images and multimedia. Video seems to do better than images. Um, you need to make sure you're telling your story through the visuals and the use of infographics. We tend to use infographics more than just straight up pictures because it's hard to do a picture of bookkeeping and CFO work. So number 5 is community building and fostering a supportive online community. The objective of this one is to cultivate a strong and engaged community around your mission based company. The ways to do that: identifying and understanding your target audience. Um, this is important, especially when you start running ads. You have to tell the system you want it to target. Um, so you can research. Most people already know this when it comes to their uh, company, like the age range that they're trying to reach, the level of education or the level of job title, interests. There's so many different ways to understand your target audience. If you are posting to solicit donations, then you're wanting to target a different audience than if you're looking to solicit clientele. So you got to make sure you have that. Creating platforms for community interactions, using such things as forums or social media groups. Um, Pages tend to be one-sided. It's more of I post content to you, whereas groups make it easier for people to converse, which I'm going to do a shameless plug here about my group. It's I have 2 of them, small business owners, and the other one is I've renamed them so I don't a place for mission-based organizations to grow to the um the your group makes it so that it's easier for an interactive conversation. Otherwise, you just have people responding to your in groups and forums. They can post their own post and they can help each other. Which leads me to the next: encouraging collaboration and support among community. You want them to feel like they're involved. You want them to feel like they're a part of your mission. And in order to do that, you want them to talk to each other and help each other and support each other. Acknowledging and celebrating community achievements. When you hear that somebody has reached a milestone or has reached one of their SMART goals, announce it, share it with the world. Make your members feel as good as it makes you feel when you've reached. This one is a tough one, and it takes time, and it's managing and resolving conflicts within the community. In the digital age, we all know that there are those people that just want to share negative. They just want to spread negative. There's always the people that are going to comment on your posts just to stir up stuff. You've got to make sure that you're on top of controlling that. Whether you decide that you are going to limit the ability of these people to post so you delete their comments, or whether you're blocking people, however you decide that you want to handle your social media, just make sure you're on top of it. Number 6, and this is going to hit everybody right in the pocketbook. Budget-friendly strategies, maximizing impact with limited resources. The objective of this is to effectively utilize resources to maximize impact without exceeding budget. Most mission-based businesses generally don't, they really have to live in their budget. A lot of mission-based businesses are actual nonprofits, and their resources are finite. So they can't just bring in more revenue to cover new ideas. So some of the ways, or did I don't think I said the objective, effectively utilizing resources to maximize impact without exceeding budget constraints. I did say that. I'm sorry. I lost where I was. So number 1 would be identifying cost-effective digital marketing. Figure out what social media platform works best for you. Whether it's TikTok, YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, X. I think that's what Twitter's called now, is X. Choose which one works best for you. Once you choose that marketing channel, leverage free or low-cost tools for social media management. You don't always have to pay for advertising. You can ask your audience to engage with your content to try and push it out further. There's different things you can do to further your reach outside of just paid advertising. Implementing grassroots marketing strategies. That goes back to, you can market locally, delivering flyers to people instead of just a digital, but this is a digital masterclass. Goes back to asking people to engage with your content, using the tools that you already have. Don't pay somebody to create a new video. Have staff record something cool. It doesn't have to be perfect, because this is actually from one of my favorite mentors that when I started my business. And it's been a hard one for me to learn. Imperfect action is still action. You can't be perfect all the time. Your videos can't be perfect all the time. So an imperfect video is still a video that you can put on social media and share out with the world. People don't mind seeing real life. So having a video that's a little shaky, that's recording your clientele doing their own cooking show, people would love that. Utilizing volunteer and supporter networks for outreach. This goes back to, instead of using staff to record the video of your client doing a cooking show, have one of the volunteers come in. Have that be a volunteer role, is getting the story out there of the different things that your clients are doing. Creative fundraising idea that align with your mission. Golf classics were all the rage for a very long time. They don't seem to be as many now as there once were, because they're very labor intensive. So instead of that, how about doing, trying to think of a way to utilize the cooking. Have a fundraising idea where your clients teach some recipes to some people, and you could do a virtual one. You don't even have to do it in person. And you just charge them for a ticket. I don't know the legalities of using your clientele in that way. If you can, and not give them, you could look in different ways to be able to do that, but I'm going down a rabbit hole there, and I don't need to. My head gets in the weeds. So number 7 is social media advertising, targeting the right audience. touched on this a little bit back in number 5. Amplify your message by strategically utilizing social media advertising. So understanding the different advertising platforms. Like I said before, you have Facebook, you have Instagram, you have YouTube, you have Twitter, you have, I think that's X now. You have TikTok. You need to understand the different platforms and the audience that you will reach there to know what you need, where you should be spending, getting the biggest bang for your buck. Targeting specific demographics and interests. This goes back to identifying your target audience. Know the age range of the people that you're trying to reach. Know what their interests are. If you want people that interact with groups about cars, you can choose that as part of your target audience. Crafting compelling ad copy and visuals. This is tying in a lot of things. So this goes back to making sure that you're using top-notch visuals, whether it's video, which seems to go so much farther on social media platforms, or if it's just a still image. Just make sure that it's eye-popping. Monitor your ad performance and use the data that you're given to make adjustments to your target audience, or maybe put up a different graphic, change your wording a little bit, and allocating your budget effectively for maximum return on investment. It's very important that you don't just put in a crazy number and maximize your budget. Make sure so if you're trying to grow your newsletter, you want to have a dollar amount per clicks to your form. You just need to know your objective. Number 8, behind the scenes magic. Showcasing the heart of your nonprofit. Humanize your organization by providing a behind the scenes look at your day-to-day operation. I hinted on this. Actually, I talked quite a bit about this with using your staff and stuff to capture your video. Make sure you're sharing the stories of the people behind your organization as well, not just your clients. Do interviews with your staff. Maybe let them take the camera and do a video of one of their special interests to tell a little bit about them. Showcase the impact of your work through real life examples. There's a reason why the Humane Society shows us videos of animals in deploring conditions, because it tugs at our heartstrings. That doesn't mean that you need to show the negative side of what you do, but sharing stories of what your clientele, where they came from, how they grew into who they've become. Provide glimpses into daily activities and challenges. So a 30-second video talking about how wake up's hard. Now you can't record all of your clients, but you can record a staff going through the routine of what it takes to wake everybody up every morning. Using live video to give a real-time experience. I don't like being on camera. I'm sure you would have never guessed. But I do this because it shares the information I have up here with all of you. But what it also does is it shows you the human side of me. You see my mistakes. I mean, how many times do I stutter or say a word wrong during? You see me reading a script. I mean, you see me take the paper down and put it back up. Although this time I have to say I'm working with notes, not just scripts. But showing. So when I was growing up, we were taught that you only show the professional side of business, and you have to have this everybody has to have this certain persona at work. It's not that way anymore. People want to see real people. They don't want to see robots that have just been generated to work in your business. They want to see you, all your glory, all your mistakes. You There's nothing like real life people to get people engaged in your mission. Engaging supporters in decision making processes. So you're thinking about taking the clients on a trip. Do a survey on your social media. Should we take our clients to Six Flags, New England, or the Great Escape? It helps them to feel involved in your community. Number 9, collaboration opportunity. Exploring partnerships for extended reach. I want to just look and make sure I don't have any questions. I do not, so that's perfect. So exploring collaboration opportunities and partnerships. A good place to start would be to identify potential partners aligned with your mission. We were going to do a webinar with a local CPA that I've worked with in my corporate career, and we became friends. You need to identify people that are willing to work beside you with a collaboration, whether it's a webinar, whether you can get a local chef to donate his time and allow you to record that chef teaching your clients how to create some Italian masterpiece. Build a mutually beneficial partnerships with these people. So this chef in question, you could offer free advertising during this said video. They can mention their restaurant numerous times. Or they can get sponsorship rights to your next event. Their logo can be out there. Just make sure that it's not one-sided. Collaborative content creation and events. That was the video with a local chef teaching your clients how to create an Italian masterpiece. Cross promotion and sharing resources. Let them have somebody with a video camera to put it on their social media as well as yours. Navigating challenges and conflicts in collaboration. Make sure you have everything set in stone before you start. There's nothing like getting into a video and then having somebody say something or do something that wasn't supposed to. Whether their social media person recorded one of your clientele that's not supposed to have their picture taken, or whether you guys didn't have the correct logo, make sure you have all that ironed out ahead of time. Number 10, navigating challenges, turning setbacks into opportunities. Develop resilience and learn how to turn challenges into opportunities for growth. This is one of my favorite concepts. Whether you're dealing with the digital world, whether you're dealing with your personal life or your professional life, you should identify some common challenges. And then you should develop crisis communication strategies. Trying to think of a common challenge. Okay, we'll go back to, sorry, my Google decided I was talking. We'll go back to the local chef helping teach your clientele. You have students that can be videotaped. You have their written permission slip, and then you have those that have said no, you cannot take pictures. So a common challenge would be how to identify that in this class, because you can't only have people in this class that can be videotaped. That's not fair. So develop Crisis communication strategies around this. First off, you need to develop some communication for mistakes. Secondly, you need to develop communication between you and the vendor that you're using, the chef in this instance. Their social media people, because they may outsource their social media, so it may not be one of their employees or anybody close to them. You need to figure out how to communicate with them. Whether you decide, okay, people that can be videotaped are on this side of the room, people that cannot are on that side of the room. You need to angle your camera in this way so that you do not hit any of those people. You've got to have that communication ahead of time. Learning from setbacks and adapting strategies. We all make mistakes. We're human. That's what we do. The key to life is what you do with those mistakes or setbacks. And I've always tried to live with the mindset of what is this challenge trying to teach me? And then I would take whatever that is and I would learn from it. And I would try and adapt different things to prevent that from happening again. I'm not perfect. It might happen again. But it's important to do that and engage with your community during challenging times. So right now the economy's tough. What's even tougher is finding staff. So we're going to go back to the residential treatment center. And their challenge right now is that they can't get enough staff to take care of the clients that they currently have. Maybe they should, instead of only using traditional ways, maybe going on their favorite social media platform and recording a video talking about what it's like to work there and asking your community to share that information with their community. Maybe you will get some organic people interested in a career with you because of what they saw in the video. Building a culture of resilience within your organization. This one's tough. Organizational culture is tough because when you have turnover or when you're bringing in new people, you don't know what shift they're going to have in your organization. So having an organization culture of open communication and various things like that allows your other staff to feel emboldened, come and talk when there is something going on. And what that does is that allows your organization to bounce back. So, my paper covered the camera. Maybe I should do that with all my videos. There you have it, digital champions. We've covered the spectrum of strategies and insights to supercharge your mission-based business's impact in the digital realm. Let's quickly recap the key takeaways. Strategic storytelling. Your story is your superpower. Create narratives that resonate and connect on a profound level. Data-driven decisions. Harness the power of analytics to steer your mission with precision and purpose. Engagement hacks. Transform followers into active contributors, making your audience an integral part of your journey. Visual appeal. Master the art of visuals to capture attention and convey your message more effectively. Community building. Cultivate a strong and engaged community around your mission-based organization, creating a network of support. Budget-friendly strategies. Maximize impact without breaking the bank. Proving that creative, I told you, knows no budget constraint. Social media advertising. Amplify your message by strategically utilizing social media advertising to reach the right audience. behind the scenes magic. Humanize your organization by showcasing the heart and soul behind your impactful work, collaboration ideas or opportunities. Extend your reach by exploring partnerships and collaborations with like-minded organizations. Navigating the challenges. Develop resilience and turn challenges into opportunities for growth. Remember, this isn't the end. It's just the beginning of your journey towards digital excellence. Implement these strategies, adapt them as you find challenges within these, and watch as your mission-based business's impact transcends into the digital space. Connect, learn, and continue shining in the digital realm. Thank you for being part of this transformative experience. Until next time, stay digital savvy, stay mission driven, and keep making a difference. And please comment, share, like, interact with this video. Get it out there for others to see. If you know somebody who could use this information, share the video with them or tag them below. Either or. Get the information to them. I hope you all have an amazing week, and I will see you all next week.